That's about the peak of which I'm gonna get the entirety of this stream. We're going back down.
Well, welcome in, everybody. This is our first episode of the Hollow Knight tournament. I'm incredibly excited. We put a large amount of effort into this.
I was saying to them earlier, this is a pilot. This is the pilot episode. There are guinea pigs.
That's true.
I love being tested on.
Yeah, you guys enjoy hanging out outside the back window. It took me a very, very, very long time to stitch together a bunch of Hollow Knight assets to make this, so I hope you appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'd also like to throw a huge shout out to CB Doodles, the incredibly talented artist that made our custom Hollow Knight characters for myself and Drew. So I think they're live right now, so they're not currently here, but thank you, CB.
How
We love
fucking
you.
dare them stream over our event? Wow.
I can't. I won't forgive them, but it's okay.
That's fine. It's fine. It's all right.
In case you haven't seen it, chat, this is our official for the Hollow Knight tournament. Just for right now, for this week and next week, the left side of the bracket is tonight, and the right side of the bracket is next Tuesday at the same time. Hopefully sooner, realistically. Who would like to do their introduction first?
I guess it'll be me.
I guess it'll be Biscuit. All right, we'll pull Biscuit up. You're on the stool, Biscuit. Welcome to the stool. How does it feel to be here today?
It's further up from the ground than I normally am.
Oh man, you've been really in bug mode getting ready for this. Then haven't you?
I've been on the floor analyzing everything.
He's actually been under the couch this whole time.
Tell us about yourself. What's your Hollow Knight experience like? Are you a streamer? Do you make content? Are you a big gamer all the time? What's up?
I do game, if you believe it. I
don't.
Oh, well here, maybe this will convince you. I've completed Pantheon of Pain.
I'm sorry.
That's something. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. I only sunk 70 hours into that achievement.
It's okay.
I did not take anywhere near as long. I am super sorry.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. It took me a while. To be fair, I was almost never practicing the bosses in that like Hall of God section. I just kept running it back.
You said Path of Pain. You said Pantheon of Pain.
Yeah.
So you mean Pantheon 5. I
Correct.
thought you meant Path of Pain, in which I'm triple sorry.
That took me 6 hours and cost me missing class the next day.
Oh,
This game's hard,
loved
folks.
Path of Pain. Honestly, Path of Pain was my favorite part of this game.
It was fun, but I made the mistake of starting it at 2 in the morning. And I did it for 6. I went 3 hours, realized if I quit now, I lose my progress. So I just hunkered down for another 3 hours and then beat it. And then missed class the next day.
And then one more question I've got for you. How confident are you in this win today?
In the win?
Yeah, you think you got it?
I got like a good 60%.
A good 60%.
Rate.
Okay. All right. You know what? That's honest. That's humble. All right. Any last comments before we go on and pull Dreamer up onto the stool?
Yeah. Because you seem to get a lot of developers when you're playing games. So if Team Cherry shows up, I really would like to know when Silksong is.
I mean, before June, apparently.
Supposedly before June 12th.
Dreamer, welcome to the stool.
Hello. Taking a shit. Okay, cool.
Everyone.
Welcome on.
Hello.
How does it feel to be here today, Dreamer? You nervous?
No, why would I be
Perfect.
nervous?
I don't know. Everyone else has been talking about being nervous.
No, I'm fine.
Well, perfect.
How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking.
Much
I am
more
a little
confident
nervous.
than Biscuit.
Yeah,
I'm a little nervous. I'm anxious.
Yeah, I'm very anxious.
I'm not even playing.
To insects.
All I
Wow.
gotta do is talk.
Emo the bunny says, Drew, don't blow it. Oh, the pressure's on.
But that's all I'm good at.
You're good at
What's your
blowing, Drew.
experience,
Good to know.
streamer?
Yes.
I know that your Hollow Knight experience is stretched across a couple of consoles. A lot of people don't actually know this, but you are the reason that I got into Hollow Knight, so I'd like to publicly thank you for that.
Yes. So, chat, Andrew, you have me to thank for all of this. You're so welcome.
Well, what percentage would you say that you have for winning this? Where are you sitting at? How confident are
Well-
you in your victory?
To be honest, I've not beaten Pantheon 5. I've not even beaten Pantheon 4.
Oh.
You are so lucky. God, I wish I was you. Holy shit, I wish I was you. Lore aside, so you haven't beaten Pantheon 5 or 4.
No.
You now know that Biscuit has. So like, where do you think you have a chance here? Do you think you got a good fighting chance? Is it like a? He said 60%. Where are you at on that percentage line?
All Biscuit, you, and Devi did was beat a bunch of bosses. Last time I checked, there's more to this little bingo stuff than fighting bosses.
Hey, let me clarify. I also didn't beat Pantheon 5.
All you guys did was beat the bosses. There's more to Hollow Knight than its bosses.
I like the attitude, Dreamer. I'm gonna be honest. I'm into it. Do you have any last comments before we step down from the stool and go into the rules?
Yes. Everyone follow these two. They're amazing, wonderful people.
Oh.
And go ask your friends to follow them too. And vote for me.
The political campaign. All right. Thank you for being on the stool, and thank you for coming out to play, both of you. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have fun, because that is the primary goal. As a reminder for everyone in chat, the end reward for this tournament is a custom-made t-shirt. So realistically, it's like, what, 20 bucks on the line? So this is meant to be just a new way to engage with a game that we all love and enjoy in a unique way, and have fun doing it with friends. So hopefully everyone's a good sport, no hard feelings going out to anybody. But let's move into the rules.
But if you lose, you're a loser. And you stink and you smell and you're no, I'm joking, it's fine.
All right, so to explain the rules, chat, we are going to be playing bingo. Here's our primary scene that we'll be looking at for most of the stream while we're watching these players. Each challenge and task you complete on the bingo card will get you 1 point.
So if you get one square, it's 1 point. You get a line, everything in there is 2 points. If you get a line that is intersected, both lines are 2 points for each square, except for the one that intersects, that's 4.
Yeah, one more surprise thing that I don't think we've actually officially mentioned to you in the group chat before we began. This will be a variant of bingo called lockout bingo. What this means is that the first person to complete any challenge on the bingo board will lock that challenge for the other competitor. I am going to reveal the card for the audience and the players to begin formulating their own, their plans and get ready. So here you go. All right, it's revealed on stream now, so everyone can see the card. There's going to be one exception to the lockout rule, and it's the center tile. So the center tile will be achievable by both of you. This will be a competition that will last 2 hours. The timer has started. Good luck. We'll pull you back up in a moment.
Start the prediction.
Start the prediction, right. All right, chat, make your predictions. I think, I'm definitely swayed now a little bit too. I've seen Biscuit Dealer play a lot of games. And I know that Biscuit Dealer is crazy good in general at most things that he does. So for that reason, and because he was also a competitor in the Elden Ring speedrun, so I know he performs well under pressure, I think I'm rooting for Biscuit on this one.
We're seeing something interesting already. Forgotten Dreamer went for the Fury of the Fallen charm. However, that has nothing to do with any of the lines other than become overcharmed. Meanwhile, Biscuit beeline directly for Dirtmouth. Very interesting decisions. I'm the exact opposite. I trust in Biscuit's skill. I believe in Biscuit's skill. I believe you. However, I liked Dreamer's confidence.
I gotta admit, yeah, Dreamer, if nothing else, Dreamer fucking nailed the interview.
Yeah, I like Dreamer's confidence.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of partial to Dreamer simply because they were confident. You know, when Biscuit said that he had a 60% chance, it's pretty low. And that made me, it's not ridiculously low, but it's pretty low. It just, meanwhile, Dreamer came in like, I'm gonna fucking win this. So it's like, I feel like I'm on Dreamer's side on this one.
Honestly, I'm glad that we're split on it. It would be very dull if we weren't.
Well, if I would have picked the opposite either way.
Oh, yeah.
I would have found a reason.
That's a good point. At least you're honest. At least you're an honest bug.
Well, I wasn't gonna be honest, but you forced me into honesty, so.
I also wanted to ask before we drag you back down off the stool, Dreamer. We noted the Fury of the Fallen?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. So is that just a charm that you really enjoy, or do you have a plan for that one later?
Overcharm.
Okay. You are going for the overcharm tile. Okay, cool. All right, perfect.
I appreciate you. We are seeing that Biscuit is already at False Knight. Really just rushing through this early game. Already at the end of the boss fight as well.
Damn. Yeah, Biscuit definitely looks experienced. Dreamer
There's
going
one
for the
grub
mental
for
game,
Dreamer.
though. Yeah, the grub and the instant teleport back to the room start. I wouldn't have even done that.
Very smart. Unsure if intentional, but very smart. It appears that Biscuit Dealer is going towards the Crystal Caverns. It appears that he may be going for the Crystal Heart, the Crystal Dash. Oh, wait,
Let's see.
He's in the fucking soul thingy. Never mind, I forgot.
He's getting his first spell.
Everything looks purple, okay? Yeah, he's getting the soul thing. I thought he was going to the right. So, Devi, I feel as though and I mentioned this to you before, I feel as though there is a smart move here, and I think that Biscuit might be going for it, given the fact of how fast he's going through the game as of now. I never switched the music. I forgot to do it. He appears to be rushing through this beginning segment in order to get to the Mantis Claw as fast as he can, or at least, at the very least, the Mothwing Cloak, which is the dash.
Why we made it the middle tile as well, because we really wanted to incentivize these players going for it early.
I very much believe that this is the smart move, and I mentioned that to you prior. I believe this is the way to go. However, I'm happy to be proven wrong with Dreamer.
Yeah, I think Dreamer's actually got some strats cooked up. Like, at first, when they went for the Charm, I wasn't 100% sure, but hearing them confirm that they were going for Overcharmed, and that we saw them go out of their way for that grub really early on, I think that has given me a lot more confidence in Dreamer's strategy. I think that Dreamer knows what the best strategy is and is opting to do different pathing on purpose because they know that Biscuit's going to get there faster.
Ooh, that I didn't think about that. That is a good strategy. I think that Forgotten Dreamer is very much playing the long game right now, in comparison to Biscuit, which is not a bad thing. We've noticed that I believe both of them got the map from Cornifer for the Crossroads. However, only Dreamer went for the grubs.
Biscuit hasn't. I haven't seen Biscuit hit a single grub yet, so I think he's just completely leaving that one out.
As of now, Dreamer is the only one that has made progress towards an actual goal. Dealer is heading towards, I don't know why I said his last name, Mr. Dealer is running towards progress. However, Dreamer is the only one that has made any actual progress so far for the bingo.
Yeah, as a reminder, this isn't a competition of who can beat the game the fastest or who gets further. Also, Dreamer is doing the, we have a freeze.
Oh no, they moved on. They have finished False Night. They have completed False Night. Very confusing. They have completed False Night.
I will leave that one up to, like, maybe a connection issue.
I don't know, but point is, they've moved on.
Also, the prediction, while it still has a long time to go, seems pretty favored towards Biscuit. We've got a 260,000 channel points wagered on Biscuit and 40,000 wagered on Dreamer. Everybody betting on Biscuit right now. If you guys are correct, you're not going to make much money off this. But anyone who's willing to gamble on Dreamer right now, I don't think Dreamer's behind, but that's a solid amount of money you're looking at.
Now, Biscuit is coming up to a decision. Looks like Biscuit is choosing to save Zote.
An important decision.
An important decision.
Not for the speedrun, but just in general.
You're not wrong. Now, a good question that we didn't bring up. Does this count as saving Zote, or do they also have to go down in Deep Nest and save Zote?
This is what I thought of when we put saving Zote, but you can save Zote multiple times, but this counts. You do save him here, so I would count this.
I thought the same thing, so I would count this, yes.
Okay.
I couldn't find the song that I was looking for, and the battle's over.
Sneak Kings in chat says, I see potential in less frames. Fewer frames to make fewer mistakes, am I right? We'll just do a nice Twitch purple.
For Dreamer has achieved the Overcharm. The Overcharm has been complete. Meanwhile, Dealer is entering the first of the two Hornet battles.
Let's get a nice, let's get a close-up on this one.
Now, Hornet, the protagonist of the upcoming game Silksong, is incredibly fast. It's an easy fight for all intent and purposes. For somebody who has beaten any of the Pantheons, not a difficult fight. However, she is incredibly fast and she can very easily gain the upper hand at you. However, it appears that Biscuit had no challenge and has achieved the Mothwing Cloak instantly, first try.
Which, for those who don't play Hollow Knight, Mothwing Cloak, massive upgrade for the game. That unlocks a dash for you, so now you'll see Biscuit not only dashing to access more areas that were previously inaccessible, but also he can just navigate the entire game world a lot faster now.
This very much gives Biscuit the upper hand for the later game decisions. Meanwhile, Dreamer just now entering Green Path.
But that's okay. Dreamer went out of their way to get a couple of other things.
It is the long game. Dreamer appears to have changed their mind in turning around. Interesting. I wonder why that is.
Biscuit's next to some of the funniest enemies in the game. I almost hate to kill things in the fungal waste because of the sad noises they make when they die, like the deflating balloons and the cute little mushrooms that stomp around. I actually really liked the fungal waste in all but environment.
Interestingly, the fungal waste, all of the people within the fungal waste have a shared mind, not a hive mind. It's different. A hive mind is you all are basically one being, right? Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, a shared mind basically means you can communicate with one another from long distances. They all have
games on their phones.
Yeah, they all have cell phones inside their brain. Because of this, they got infected incredibly fast because they only one got infected, and then the rest got infected with them.
I mean, it seems like an only beneficial infection, to be fair.
But however, if you notice throughout the game, a lot of characters have, like, orange bulbuses and stuff like that. That is simply because they resisted the infection. If you notice throughout the entirety of the fungal waste, none of them have this orange bulbousy effect, other than the other, like, humanoid bugs. The reason for that is because they didn't resist. They just took on the infection.
Biscuit Dealer has just purchased Fragile Greed. One of these on here is to break a Fragile Charm. For those of you who aren't familiar with the Fragile Charms, there are charms in this game that are incredibly strong, but if you die with one of them equipped, they break and become unusable until... Can you repair them, or do you have to pay to reinforce them before they break?
You can repair them. However, there is a point where you can make them unbreakable, but for a lot of money.
Well, Biscuit just marked off their third tile. It's currently a 3-1 score based on the board right now. There's still a lot of time for that to change, a lot of ways for them to lock each other out of challenges, so...
Dreamer has strangely not been moving towards progress much.
Well, they may have different ideas of progress. We're just gonna have to wait and see how that unfolds. They're not going for traditional game progress, that's for sure.
I believe they entered Green Path, but then turned around back towards Crossroads. We're seeing a very interesting dichotomy, I guess would be the word.
Well, that's what we hoped for. We didn't want to see a side by side of two people doing the same thing.
I'm very glad. I agree. Yeah, I agree.
This is exactly what we wanted.
I'm not speaking out of judgment. I'm speaking out of curiosity. I'm very curious about what's going on through Dreamer's mind right now and what they're planning for.
Mantis Claw may be achieved here in just a few seconds.
Biscuit passing right by all the enemies. Oh, are we going to see a skip? No, failed. Very close, though. I liked the attempt.
As you can see, that dash coming in vital here.
Dreamer just now entering Green Path.
And there is the Mantis Claw for Biscuit. That's probably one of the more... That is the most important tile on this board, actually. Having that middle tile unlocked.
And arguably the most important item in the game.
True. Gives you the ability to bounce off of walls, so you can chain wall jumps back and forth. Royal Night Dragon in chat asks, why am I hearing Zelda-like music? This is actually the soundtrack of the game we're watching. This is all music from... Hollow Knight. Oh, that was an interesting skip from Biscuit. I kind of wish we could have like a replay of that. That was cool.
Biscuit entering the Mantis Lord boss fight, arguably one of the best
I was about to say the exact same thing. I was on the fence about Hollow Knight for the first couple of hours. This was the boss that changed my mind. When I fought the Mantis Lords, I was like, damn, this is a good game. I want to keep playing now.
And I agree. The Mantis Lord is very much, and the upgraded version of the Mantis Lord eventually, are the best bosses in the game, in my opinion. They're definitely like top 5 at the very least. Unlike a majority of the bosses in the game, the entire game is pattern recognition, you know, as in most like boss fight games are. Like even like a Dark Souls, to a degree, is pattern recognition. This boss fight is more like a dance. It feels like you're dancing in between them, and that you never really feel that again throughout the entire game. There's definitely like hints of that, but never to this degree of just like, it's a waltz.
It's so well done. The way that the abilities and animations are timed out is incredible. They did such a good job on this fight.
And it makes you wonder how this fight would go differently had that 4th throne not been destroyed.
Oh my, I've never noticed the 4th throne, and now I want that.
It makes you wonder what this could have been.
Biscuit making that fight look easy.
Now, interestingly, when the infection started taking hold over Hollowness, we're able to show a level of will above all other bugs, and we're able to avoid the infection. Hence why they are bowing here, because they aren't infected. They are just prideful. They are very prideful. They are stuck in their ways. They are the right wing.
Basically, what we're trying to say is all of the mantises are Republican.
They even built a wall. You have to open it to get through. Dreamer going for Gru's mother currently.
Biscuit throwing on Mark of Pride, getting another another box ticked off. Currently looking at a score of 5-1. Which one is Mark of Pride? Is that the damage or range?
Range.
Range, okay. So Mark of Pride is the only charm, which is like a way to customize your gameplay. Mark of Pride is the only charm Biscuit has equipped, so he's just got extra melee range and nothing else helping him right now. Like what their strategy is, what their game plan is, it definitely looks like they're not going for game progress, where it looks like Biscuit is speedrunning the game right now.
Now, there's a few things of note so far, Debbie. Biscuit has entered City of Tears. Now, there's some interesting lore details behind City of Tears. However, what's more important currently is that he's getting the nail upgrade, which means he now has the nail upgrade of Mantis Claw and Long Nail, or I guess Mark of Pride, which is giving him a massive damage bonus over Dreamer currently, allowing him to annihilate through bosses.
We also have another one of my favorite fights coming up here on Biscuit's screen.
It is very much downplayed when you're playing the game. However, it is horrible.
I really like the Soul Master fight. I prefer the harder difficulty version, but it's a very cool fight. Biscuit taking a couple early hits. Not gonna take that opportunity to heal. He's got speed on the mind. Ooh, so much speed. Oh, another hit. He's down to 2. Still not taking that time to heal. He's confident. And it looks like that confidence paid off.
Oh, it is not over yet.
Oh, I know the fight's not over yet, but phase 1 is. I remember struggling on phase 1 of that fight for a while. And when I learned there was a phase 2, I was very distraught.
It was very terrifying.
Yeah.
Now, you notice 2 things during this boss fight. 1, you can see some of the corpses of the bugs in the background. 2, the eyes of the Soul Master, I think his name is at this point, are orange. And he does puff out with infection. He himself is infected. Even the Soul Master himself could not resist the infection.
What a clean fight from Biscuit yet again.
Biscuit achieving the Desolate Dive, getting his fourth progress item.
It's really looking dire for these the middle horizontal row and the vertical row here. If Dreamer doesn't find a way to seal off those lines, it's going to be near impossible to come back from this.
And the unfortunate fact, Debbie, is that it's not possible unless they get the Mantis Claw.
Yeah, it looks like they are finally going down the green path route and are making their way towards the Hornet fight.
The bugs in Fog Canyon are very interesting as they are man-made.
The bugs in Fog Canyon really annoyed me because of that. Oh my gosh, I would have been so tilted at what just happened to Dreamer. We're gonna untick the 2 green boxes. We're gonna pull Biscuit up and say, you have 50 minutes left to complete the card.
You got 51 minutes and 50 seconds. Complete the card. do every single thing on the card. Good luck.
Okay. You have everyone's undivided attention. We want to see you black out this card.
Good luck.
I'm in the wrong room. Am I in the wrong room? Man, why don't I remember this place?
All of these in every single run.
I don't want to stay overcharmed. Please and thank you.
Very nice.
I had to get that overcharmed. Do I have...
I'm also very curious about your strategy for being stinky. Is that just for more damage, or were you having a laugh?
Nah. Yo, it's my heroic odor.
I'm so excited to see this.
Right off the other side.
Yeah, but this makes me look cooler.
Okay.
Clean. First try.
We very much created the bingo. It's all me. I did everything. We made this so that it's possible. Everything on this list is possible, but it's just you can't do everything. That's very much what the intention was. If you look at like Overcharmed, every single line or row that's next to Overcharmed does not have a charm. There's no charms in that line, because if there was a charm in that line, you could get that charm and also get Overcharmed pretty easily. So it's like that made that hard. Things that are next to each other aren't next to each other in the bingo card.
At a bare minimum, nothing will be in the same spot. I think the only universal thing that we've kept between the cards is the center tile.
Well, maybe something else by accident, but yeah.
Yeah, intentionally.
Yeah.
The only intentional similarity is the center tile being Mantis Claw. That felt like a pretty vital thing for everyone to go for. But yeah, as you were saying, we tried to make this not possible to do all of it, and I'm really interested to see if you prove us wrong. We've got another chat question for you. Nathan Tot, once again, coming in asking, what is your music choice for this competition?
Me?
Yeah.
I just have game audio.
Oh, okay. Just straight in it. No, like, speed metal?
Nope. I just have the game audio on, and I don't even have anything open. I needed all the frames I could get.
You guys don't play Hollow Knight with the Doom soundtrack on? Am I weird?
Nah. Just me.
Right. Just me? Okay, yeah. We've got another question from chat for you, from Totally Dujular, asking, can you ask Adam why they're so cool?
Trick question. I'm not.
You see, I suspected that it was because you drank a lot of milk.
No, it's apple juice, actually.
Ah, okay. Milk for strong bonds, apple juice for coolness.
He just has his AC on.
There it is.
Do you drink a lot of apple juice? Is that
why you pee so often and need a catheter?
It wasn't. No.
I fucking love apple juice.
Apple juice is so good, but recently I found out it's also a laxative.
Oh,
I didn't know it was a laxative, but I did know it makes you pee.
I didn't know it was a laxative, and I drank half a gallon of it, and it was not a good night, I'll tell you that much.
I knew it made you pee, but I didn't know it made you poop.
Oh, Ian will be excited. I know what I'm doing here for a second. This is the true final boss.
So, his name is Gorb, right?
Yes.
So Gorb here, is a backer character. Gorb here constantly talks about being ascended. Now, we don't really know why that is. I think the backer might have intended him to be an alien of some kind. We don't really know. However, the only other characters that talk about ascending throughout the entirety of the game are in the Godmaster DLC. So it's believed, a theory at least, that he's one of the Godmasters just without the helmet. But we don't actually know that. There's not really a lot to confirm that other than the shape of his head and talking about ascending. We never see a Godmaster without the helmet. We don't know 90% of the things throughout this game, and Silksong, I guarantee you, will not give us answers and will only give us more questions. So earlier, we were talking about Mila, the giraffe. One of the theories behind Mila is that she's actually part of the Grimm Troop, because there's two different, I guess, I don't know, races of her, species of her, outside of this tent who are just chilling. So one of the many theories surrounding her is that she was probably part of the Grimm Troop at one point, but separated from them. Imagine a showcase where you just go into like a movie theater and you sit down and you watch a screen of a showcase with like a bunch of other people in seats. Instead of a live performance, you just sit there with a bunch of other people watching the theater, like a movie. But it's showcase, it's video games.
I mean, I'd do that, like with the concession stand of a movie theater out front and shit. Like, I'd be down to go to that.
You could have a showcase in every state and everywhere. You could have a worldwide showcase at the movie theaters. You go to the movie theater at this certain time, you watch the showcase, which is surrounded by a bunch of other gamers, all cheering for the games at once, just like an in-person showcase. You're all watching the same thing, but it's at a movie theater. I think that I truly think that something along those lines is the future.
If you haven't been able to tell this yet while working with me on this, I'm a huge fan of live content as a format.
Oh, me too.
I Realistically, I wouldn't even have a YouTube channel if I didn't have an editor. I just much prefer to do these events where everyone's here, we're interacting, we're all hanging out. It's so much more fun for me than just reading comments on a YouTube video.
I mean, I prefer both. I think that there's a world for both. I don't know. I'm
when it comes to what I want to put my time into, I prefer this format.
I like making my YouTube videos. I really do, and I think that it's satisfying to put out a YouTube video than most other forms of content. Like, you know, like I don't get that kind of satisfying release from like, I just ended stream. Yeah. You know, like I don't get that. But when I upload a video, it feels good. So like, I feel like it's a little bit of both. I like both. I very much view myself as like an editor by trade over anything else. Obviously I do other things. I'm an entertainer. I'm doing that right now. I write, you know, like obviously I'm other things, but like I very much believe myself as an editor over everything. However, I much more enjoy editing things for my live content than I enjoy editing things for YouTube. I like making the little channel point redemptions and the transitions and stuff like that. I enjoy that so much more. Okay, so the masks, there's a couple theories. Some bugs, the masks are just their faces. You know, it's not really like any more detailed than
That's
that.
what the mask is.
But for others, the masks are ways to enhance their intelligence. So the Pale King has the ability, it's one of his many abilities, to basically increase the intelligence of bugs around him. It makes it so that these bugs aren't just bugs and like are like humans who have personalities and conversations. The masks also do that, like in a way of containing that intelligence.
Cut in. Are these the pins I need to buy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Anything that says pin at the end.
So the masks are a way to enhance that in a way. They also represent their personalities and give them personalities. Like it's like you know, in the same way that clothing represents your personality, it's the same thing. So it's kind of in that vibe. It's lessened to a degree. It's why you can see a lot of bugs don't wear the masks, simply because the king has already given them intelligence. They don't really need it. But before the king was around, they were like necessary.
That's the lore answer. The gameplay answer is because it make them look cool.
Yeah. Well, you can see the through a lot of the game, like you see characters with like the black bodies. Some of those characters with the black bodies, like our main character, their bodies are black like that because they are made of void. Meanwhile, Tiso right there, who has a black body, he's not made of void. He just has a black body because that's how the people drew him. Like, there's no, like, it's not, like, not all of it has, like, lore reasoning. Sometimes it's just there because it's there.
I look back on some of my own streams. I'll end stream and be like, that was pretty mid. I could do better. And then I get a DM. It's like, hey, great stream today.
Yeah. Thank God to those people keeping us alive.
Honestly, thank God to those people. My mental health would be fucking shot if not for those people.
In shambles.
In shambles.
One of my favorite things I've ever learned about Miyazaki actually came from Elden Ring, where George R.R. Martin was talking on an interview, and he was talking about how he got advice from Miyazaki on like writing, and George R.R. Martin was like struggling to write something, and Miyazaki was like, just don't. Just let the fans figure it out. Just let them figure it out. They'll fill in the blanks. You don't need to write it. And I love that. I love that he just intentionally didn't write something.
Yeah, I don't want to distract you. I do want to say before you get into the fight, this was my least favorite fight of the whole game.
Yeah, but it's a MILF, so you can't really be upset.
Yeah, no, I don't care. God, this is not a MILF. I would very much not like to fuck Flughorn, actually. I know that they're definitely
but no. Listen,
I don't know about the ILF
even
part,
if they are insatiable breeder. Even if you
don't want to fuck them.
Even if you don't think you want to fuck them, you want to fuck them. You see their presence, you smell their pheromones, you can sense the titty milk leaking out of its orifices. You want to fuck it. You see those fucking puckers going. All right.
Stop. You're making Biscuit horny. Stop.
God, I am rock hard.
Now, hear me out.
The fluke nest is literally just a fucking flashlight that you take off of her body.
I will agree that fluke nest is a MILF. MYLF. It's a MILF you wanna fuck.
No, it's a MILF we wanna fuck. It's a MILF.
I would not like to fuck you.
She's got multiple holes. We can get them all.
If you want
Pencils
to...
down!
Pencils down, students. Very well done. Honestly, absolutely stunning. Look at this fucking bingo card, chat. I expected really 2 lines.
Honestly, even before Dreamer dipped out, you were doing well.
Yeah, that was a solid run all the way through. A lot of money about to be dumped out. Bam. Look at all that. Look at all that payout.
I'm sorry, people that that the full card. I did try. The essence, I think, was gonna kill me either way. Because how much? Because the only other person on the path was Galian, and
Ooh.
how much does he get? 200 essence. He wouldn't have even gotten me enough. Because I only have 120.
Well, had you known you were going for the full board clear from the get-go, I'm with B. I think you would have had it.
I think I would have. Not to be cocky, but
since both of our competitors for the next round are preparing now and are in chat, do you have any advice for them? I'm curious. What do you feel like you did wrong? Is there anything you feel like you could have done better? Or?
I mean, map knowledge is always really good, but the faster you can get your basics, the faster you can work on other things. Which is what I went for. I immediately just beelined for claw and dash. And then that allows you to do pretty much a lot of stuff.
Very much the same exact thing I would have done.
I recommend Lantern maybe a bit earlier than I did. I would have been able to do a little more in the places that I wanted to, but hey, that was just me.
Well, I know you're going to be excited to see this here on stream really quickly, but we've got the bracket updated now, so we can see just how this bracket is going to advance. We've got Biscuit Dealer shifting forward to the next stage of the bracket. We're gonna have Poppy Eric and Big Junk. Big Junk.
I mean, Big Chunk do got Big Junk. It's true.
It do be true.
We played King of the Castle the other day, and his fucking character name was Girth Brooks. I think you'll like Big Junk. Haven't heard that since college. Yeah, well, you'll hear it again soon.
Also, I want to say fuck you, Dan. Comment, imagine if Adam put half this effort into school. Shut up, you bitch.
Well, all right.
Well, Biscuit, thank you for your run, your entertaining run, and thank you for being a good sport.
Honestly,
having a big dong.
I got not as big as Big Junk, but you know, it's there.
I'd like to say thank you for setting the bar.
Yep.
Like, really? Who's gonna top that for any of these finger rounds? I mean, honestly, it's impossible unless someone forfeits again and gives someone else access to the whole card. But either way, you have shown that you are going to be terrifying to go up against to the next round. So whoever comes out on top between our next 2 competitors has an intimidating opponent to look forward to.
And Forgotten Dreamer, if you are still listening, I hope you are feeling better. And I wish I knew what your run could have been.
Likewise, I had pretty high hopes for the way that you set out. It looked like you had the, we presumed that while you were barreling down the main progression items, that Dreamer's plan was to sit back and do the things like the grubs and the mask shards and that thing, and like play that game to lock you out of stuff. But we didn't get to see that fully play out.
It was a very different strategy.
That was what I was worried about. I'm like, I'm going for my basic stuff, but there's a lot of side stuff I could have done on my way.
Mm-hmm.
I think very much getting the Dream Nail earlier than you did would have been wise.
Would have been wise, yeah.
You very much passed by it a couple times.
And Jamie, Poppy Eric, if you're listening, if you can hop into a voice chat in the Discord so we can get things set up, I'd greatly appreciate that. And Biscuit, suppose we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Aye, aye, Captain.
You have any last words?
Do good.
It's been great to have you on the stool, friend.
Listen,
have a wonderful night.
Excellent to each other.
Brain is a little fried.
Well, have a nice night, bro. You can take a rest now. You've earned your victory and your position in the next competition.
See ya.
See ya.